Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. No, I have not been able, I've been out of touch with my YouTube Here Truth family for some time for a number of reasons. We have some new developments. We also had some challenges with respect to getting videos posted on the channel. However, I have not resolved those issues as yet, but I am here trying to bring this new information to you all. For the time that I was gone, I have since launched a new page, and I must say a hello and welcome because I'll be sharing this video with my hair care frenzy family. That's my new development where I recently launched for the beginning of the year um, my herbal infused hair growth oil. Right, this is how it looks, and I will leave the link for the page down below. We are also on Instagram. I don't really want to talk too much about this, but it is something that you should look out for, because in this video I made a post to the Hair Truth Facebook page on a new development which I learned about during my hair loss and hair growth journey, and I wanted to share this information with you all. Remember, in some of the earlier videos that I shared where I spoke about the contraceptive that I was taking, the microgynon, which contributed to my hair loss. So this is how the new development goes. It could have been almost a month now. I went to the doctor for one particular issue, and while there at the doctor's office, during conversation, things came up, and for some strange reason, the issue of the hair loss and the birth control came up, and it was brought to my attention that the birth control, while it would have contributed to my hair loss issue way back in 2014 and whatnot when I discovered it, that may not have been the sole contributor of my hair loss issue. So while I was there having the conversation with the doctor and whatnot, she was very nice, very informative, and she enlightened me about this, and she was like, have you ever taken a blood test? It could be that you're probably anemic. Now, anemia is a blood iron deficiency. So from since I was small, I used to hear my mother saying, yeah, when you born, you born anemic, but it's not something that I would take on. So there would be times I'll be feeling very cool. When I had my two children, my daughter, she's 14 now. When I went to make her the my blood count, the doctor asked me about my blood count. So I told her the best that I could remember as far as that time is my blood count being around 10. And then when I had my son in 2019, the blood count was around 11 point something. And those two values, she told me that they were still on the lower side. So the more acceptable range for your blood count for females is around 13 and up. Right? So I said, okay, but I never really took on the whole anemia thing. So she suggested that I go and I take a blood test. Now, with respect to this anemia, she also said that as part of the blood test, it's two different tests. One was for ferritin and one was the regular blood test to see my blood count. So the ferritin test now, ferritin is a blood protein, right? It is a blood protein, and your body stores iron. So based on the reading of your ferritin level, it is going to determine whether or not your body is storing a high level of iron or a lower level of iron. Now the range for this ferritin, based on the test results that I got, was from 10 way up to like 120 something, going about there. So I said, well, okay. I listened to the information that she shared, and I said, probably this could be an issue. So what she explained to me is that low levels of ferritin could also contribute to hair loss. So there now, if this is true, I would have had two issues contributing to all of this. The anemia thing, still again unknown because I never took it on. I thought, well, all right, you just have a low blood count, and that was it. But in terms of the ferritin levels, that was never something I looked into or heard about, and no one ever suggested this to me during all the times given the low blood counts and whatever else. So after I left the establishment, I asked her, I said, well, where I could go and get this blood test done, and she recommended a place. I went, I did the test, and in about 2 days time I got back the results. Now remember, I said the levels that they are stating as acceptable is between 10 to about 120. So I got back the results. They emailed the results to the doctor. So I went back and I saw in about 2 to 3 days time. So when a girl got back now, we sat down, we discussing, and believe you me, my ferritin level was 7. Yes, 7, which is even below the acceptable range. You understand? So now I was like, wow, could this really be another issue? So just when I thought, okay, we have the birth control thing, hormonal that is, out of the window, and we getting back on track with respect to this whole hair loss issue, up comes something else. So I say, all right. I say, so now that we have this blood level thing on point, in terms of ferritin, we understand that my level is low, even below the recommended range. And my blood count was same 11 point something, which was around the same reading after I had my son in 2019, sorry. So I asked her, well, what's the next step? So she said that what we need to do now is to boost my iron levels, because clearly with this type of reading my body was not storing any iron. Now in blood, your blood is what supplies oxygen to your skin and all of your cells and your follicles and whatnot to contribute to hair growth. So if it is that I am low on this particular blood protein, then clearly this could be a contributing factor. So she wrote a prescription for me, prescribing some iron tablets. Yes, some iron tablets, and this here is the iron tablet. Right, it has like about 40 in the pack, and this together with another herbal tablet called yellow duck root. I don't have that bottle with me. I think I threw it out already. I don't have that bottle, but it's called yellow duck root. It is a herbal supplement. She said that this would assist with it is sort of a laxative. So you know, when you're taking iron tablets, you would tend to pass some very hard stool if it is not drinking enough water, as the case might be. So she gave me that alongside the iron tablets, and she said that it will also help with the liver. Now this prescription was given to me, so I don't want anyone who watching the video who might be anemic and have a low blood count to go and say you watch this video and you see Miss Hair Truth taking these tablets and you're going to buy it, because you know not every drug or medication agrees or reacts the same way with every person. Every person is unique in their own way. So if it is your wish to inquire about anything like that, please go and see a medical practitioner so that you will be advised properly and the right medication would be prescribed for you. Right, I just want to put that out there. So I was instructed to take these tablets for 1 month and then return to see if in fact I am recognizing any difference. Now some of the differences she pointed out in that I was supposed to recognize are like a boost in energy, um anything in terms of hair growth, if it is I'm seeing any increased growth in certain areas. Now of course I would know the areas that I am looking at, so I have to go now and report if it is I notice any changes, anything at all. And the time has not gone as yet for me to go back to her, so I am due to go back in a short while and see how this goes. Now, apart from taking the supplements orally, she said that if it is that it isn't working, taking it orally, there's also another method which we would have to use through IV to give me the ferritin. Now, IV is going to be a lot better and faster because it'll be going directly through your veins. However, it could be time consuming because it will take like between an hour to an hour and a half, could be up to 2 hours before the entire medication is taken for that period. So after 1 month time, I'm going back to her. The tablet has 40 tablets in it, so I will go back to her and see if there has been any changes. But what I can say is, based on what I have observed while taking the tablets, is that in fact there are some areas, because you know my issues are work in progress, and I have chosen to take you all along this journey with me rather than treating everything off the screen and then coming to you now to present a perfect head of hair, a perfect situation. You understand? So that at least you could see the journey that I'm going through and know that there isn't, all isn't lost. You understand? So everybody is different, and you just need to deal with your situation by itself and not take on anyone else's problems, right? So I have noticed that in certain areas, like when I part my hair down the middle, the part was very wide. That has since, it appears as though it is closing in. That's one. And um like generally around the hair, no, I didn't take another big chop, because if it is that I am making products and using it on my hair, I would have to have it on my head in order to know exactly how the product feels or if it is doing anything for me. So I didn't take a big chop in order to treat my problem. So down at my scalp, there is a lot of fine hair, new growth that is now coming up to meet the longer ones. So in certain parts, it's going to appear sort of uneven and easy to frizz out after washing or twisting, doing two-strand twist. So it's going to be very easy to mess up. So I don't make that a big issue. But what I can say is at the roots of the hair, there is a lot of new growth. And even my mother told me, like a day she was just walking around and watching, and she said, you know, I see like you have a lot of new growth coming up at the bottom. So in fact, I have been noticing some difference in terms of the growth. I mean, it didn't take 1 month for all of my hair to fall out. It took a while, so I don't expect any miracles. You understand? So I am just giving it time, going to get that feedback, and to give feedback, I should say, within that month's time. And she said that after this review, she would know, well, how long again she would have to prescribe the supplements for, and how long I should be taking it, or if it is I need to increase or decrease how I am taking it. And in terms of constipation, anything like that, I'm not experiencing anything like that. I am actually eating better. Yes, I am feeling a lot more energized, because there were times when I came home from work and immediately I would have to go and sleep. Since then, I have been able to stay up for longer periods after coming from work and not going to sleep until any night when you're actually supposed to be sleeping. So that's a good sign. So far, I have some good news to carry back. I have been seeing progress. You know, everyone's progressive rate is different, so just deal with it as it comes. But this video, I really had to share this information with you, because this it was something and like a new discovery to me. So I can't say, well, okay, I'll sit down on all of the information and keep it from you all. I am sharing all of the information that is related to my hair loss situation, because persons may be experiencing similar issues, though different individuals, and it could probably shed some light on an issue or point you in the right direction to go and get that professional advice. So I just wanted to bring this information to you all. I hope that this information was useful, and of course I have some more videos to make where I will actually be highlighting and showing you all some of the progress that I have been having in terms of hair growth. I think the last comparison one I did was up to August 2020, and there has been progress since then. So look out for those videos also, and more new information. So I want to thank you all for viewing. Thank you all for being here. For those of you all who are not on the Hair Truth YouTube channel as yet, or the Hair Care Frenzy Facebook page, make sure to get yourself there. On the Hair Truth channel is where I would give away a lot of the stuff for persons to try and get feedback before I actually put things for sale. And on the Hair Care Frenzy is the actual product page. So I need you all to be on all social media platforms, because you never know what I will be coming with next. So thank you again for being here, and I will see you all in another video. Take care.